with just 3 ingredients. That's the ingredients on the screen: the milk, starter culture, and your boiling hot water. So I started by adding my 7 cups of powdered milk in a very neat bowl. You have to wash and if possible sterilize with hot water everything you're going to use for this production. So right here I'm adding 7 cups of milk to the bowl, and since the milk is the main ingredient, you may want to be very generous with that so that your yogurt will be very rich and creamy. So there are different ways to produce your Greek yogurt, but right here I'm going to be using boiling hot water to mix out my milk. So for 7 cups of milk, I'm going to be using 10 cups of hot water to dissolve the milk. But first, I started with 4 cups of hot water. After adding the powdered milk in the bowl, I went in with 4 cups of hot water to dissolve the milk first to avoid lumps in the yogurt. So while making your yogurt, you don't have to be in a hurry. You want to achieve a very perfect mixture to avoid unnecessary mistakes in the final product. So I've seen people complain about watery yogurts, like after 24 hours or after 12 hours, the yogurt they produce is watery. They will now have to use some cloth to bring out the water, separate the water from the milk. But this method you're using, we're not going to have that challenge because I'm not going to be putting a whole lot of water. In those production, they will tell you to mix 1 cup of milk with 4 cups of water. And I'm like, wow, how will it come out? So right here, I'm not going to be doing that. For the 7 cups of milk, I'm going to be using 10 cups of water to dissolve my milk so that we can get a perfect Greek yogurt. So when you're done mixing out everything, you set your mixture aside and allow it to cool down for about 30 minutes. So this is our mixture after 30 minutes, approximately 30 minutes. So you use your scoop to scoop out that film coating on it. So the essence of allowing your milk to cool down for 20 to 30 minutes is to bring down the temperature so that you don't kill off all the good bacteria in the starter culture. And to get the right temperature, we'll be doing a dip test, finger dip test. You get your finger and dip into the milk to check the temperature. If it's burning hot, you still allow it to cool down a bit. But if it's still hot but not burning hot, then you're good to go. So if you perform the finger test and you're good to go, the next ingredient you'll be adding is the starter culture. So I'm using the starter culture in the image. I emptied it into the milk and then I'll be giving that a very thorough stir. So after giving the milk a thorough stir,